Hello everyone, I'm so excited to share this tutorial of making periwinkle flowers with porcelain clay. Let's start by greasing our hands with Vaseline and start making the flower first. I'm going to start with this yellow color dough. You can choose any color you like and knead the dough to warm it up. Then take a very small piece of dough like this much and roll on your palm. Make it into a teardrop shape first and then press with finger to make a petal-like shape. Try to keep it very thin and even. This one is ready. Now I'm going to make another one. Roll it first into a ball, then press from a side to make a teardrop shape. Then press with your finger or thumb to make it into a petal. See, it's very simple. In same method, make 3 more petals, so you will have total 5 petals ready for a flower. Then overlap them halfway to make like a Chinese fan and press them gently to fix them on place. See, there should be an equal distance between each petal. Now carefully lift it from one side and turn around to the other side. Halfway overlap the first petal with the last petal to make a flower and gently roll the flowers back to remove the excess dough. Open the flower wide by gently pressing its petals outward. See, this is done. Now take some of these jewelry making pins. These have flat head on the one side, see, and take some PVA glue. Take a pin and load some glue on its flat head and keeping the head up, carefully poke this pin right into the center of the flower you made. When it's halfway in, pull it out from the back until its head reaches in the flower's bottom. Now smooth out the flower's back and keep it aside to dry. For a more clear idea, I am going to make one more flower before you. Make the 5 petals first of same size and same shape. Then overlap them halfway to make like a Chinese fan. Try to maintain an equal distance between all the petals and press them gently to fix them on place. When the fan is made, lift it up carefully from the one side and turn around to the other side. Halfway overlap the first and last petal and press them gently to fix. Roll the flowers back to remove the excess dough and open the petals outward. Then dip the pin's head into the glue and poke into the center of the flower. When the pin's head is nicely fixed in the bottom of the flower, smooth out the back of the flower and leave it to dry. See, I have made the 4 flowers in the yellow color. Next I am going to take this rosy pink color dough. By using the same method we made the yellow color flowers, we're going to make 4 flowers of these rosy pink colors of the same size. Again, I would mention that you can choose any color you like and take your time. It may take up to 2 to 3 hours, so be patient. Neither I am that fast. I just little bit increase the speed of video to save your time. The next color I have chosen is this violet, and I have made these 20 petals at once to make 4 flowers of this color. This is another way to save your time and energy. This 4th and last flower is ready. Leave it to dry. By the time they are drying up, let's make some leaves. To make the leaves, I took this shade of the green color dough. Take a small amount of dough and roll on your palm to make a ball. See, it's almost a pea-sized ball. Then gently press it with finger from both sides to make slightly pointy ends. And then press it with your thumb to make a leaf shape. Again, try to make a thin and even leaf. With the help of any business or calling card, make a vertical line in the center of the leaf. Then with the edge of the card, make diagonal lines on the both sides of the leaf to make it look real. Try to keep a little distance from the central line. Now take this jewelry making pin and this time dip its tail into the glue. Place the pin on the bottom end of the leaf and turn up the edges from the sides to secure the pin. Then you can place it aside to dry. I have made 16 leaves in the same method. Before we leave the flowers and leaves to dry completely, let's add some shading. For this I am going to start from white oil paint. This is for shading in the violet flowers and I am going to use this small painting brush. Load a small amount of paint on the brush and lightly brush in the flower's ball. Remember, leave the edges untouched. Same way add shading in the all 4 violet flowers. See, these all 4 are done. You can wipe your brush on the back of your hand. And let's move on to the yellow oil paint. Load the yellow paint on the brush to do the second coat on the violet flower, but keep the yellow paint below the white paint's boundaries. Same yellow paint brush in the center of the old leaves. This makes them look more realistic. When you finish shading the old leaves, move on to the next color is orange oil paint. Wipe the brush and load the orange paint. Fill in the yellow flowers ball, same way we did the white paint in the violet flowers. See? So add orange shading in the all yellow flowers. Next take out some red oil paint and do the second coat of red paint in the yellow flowers. See how it makes the flower look 3-dimensional? For the rosy pink flowers I use the same red paint as the first coat. And yes, avoid touching the wet glue. Our next paint is purple. Wipe the brush on back of your hand and load the purple paint. As it's too intense color, so I haven't spread it much higher. Shading is done. Before leaving them to dry, let's do a last thing. As the leaves are too flat, so lightly turn and pinch them halfway from the random places and in random directions like this so they look natural. After about 8 hours, they are completely dry, so grab some glue and some amount of yellow dough. Take a very small amount of dough, about this much, and roll on your palm to make a tiny bead. Then pick up a flower, and I'm using a bobby pin to apply glue in the center of the flower. Then stick that small bead in the center of the flower. You can make whole beads first and then stick them in the flowers one by one. And press them with fingers tipped to fix them on place. Finally, with the same bobby pin, I'm poking the pollen roughly to make it look real. See, this is the finished look. Now again leave them to dry for about 8 hours. After about more 8 hours, they are completely dry and ready to use the way you want. I used these flowers to make this necklace. In next video, I'm going to show you how. Till then, stay tuned. Bye for now.